even if you have the potential to be one of the best players in the world, at times it's just not enough. Not enough, because at Chelsea you need to hit the ground running because there's so much competition. Christian Pulisic, a player that a lot of people had written off, is making an amazing comeback. Last year he was good, this year he's been much better, and he's helping AC Milan to once again try and push in the Serie A. This year, he scored 6 goals and has 8 assists in Serie A alone. And in all competitions in 30 games played, Pulisic already has 21 goal contributions. He's healthy, he's stayed healthy, and he's being consistent. Everything that every Pulisic fan had asked and hoped for. And even if you want a Pulisic fan, you could clearly see that this player had potential, and he has finally been able. I still feel like Pulisic can do more, but he's definitely heading towards the type of potential that we all thought he had. And now that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna react to what Pulisic's been doing at AC Milan, because it's been nothing short of amazing. We're talking about a player who a lot of us when we first saw him playing, in America, and then he came to Europe, we said this guy's going to be special. He got that move to Chelsea, but again, at Chelsea he never fully settled in. It was the lack of consistency, it was the injuries he was dealing with, but now at AC Milan, none of those things are there to plague him as much anymore. He's consistent, he's out of trouble, and he's performing. He's putting the ball behind the net more often than not. He's putting the ball behind the net more often than not. He's still that exciting player that we all knew Pulisic was capable of being. And I'm just glad he didn't go back to the MLS, because there were a lot of talks of Pulisic going back to the MLS. But the MLS has nowhere near the level of competition that there is in Europe. Pulisic stayed in Europe, just moved to Italy, and the rest is history. And the rest is history. But let me know in the comments what you guys think of Pulisic, where he was at Chelsea, how he's performing at Chelsea, and where he is now. We see we see these things happening quite often with Chelsea players, and it's mainly because at Chelsea you have, Chelsea have this side. They have this academy with a lot of young players, and Chelsea also spent a lot of money on players. So even if you're talented, we saw it as well with Kevin De Bruyne and Mohamed Salah and Lukaku. Even if you're talented, even if you have the potential to be one of the best players in the world, at times it's just not enough. Not enough, because at Chelsea you need to hit the ground running because there's so much competition. And although Pulisic at Chelsea, he saw like the good, the bad, and the ugly. He was part of the Champions League winning side. He was part of that team that finished like 10th. Like, he's seen the good, the bad, and the ugly at Chelsea, but again, was never quite able to make a stake at Chelsea. And of course, all those traits, all those attributes that we knew Pulisic of having, his technical ability, second to none. Pace, his finishing that we saw at Dortmund, and as well for Team USA. We're finally being able to see that more on a game-to-game basis at AC Milan. Again, he gets more time, there's not as much pressure, people actually believe in him for AC Milan, and again, he's just able to perform. He just seems so comfortable when he's playing. Similarly to what I said about when Sancho first came to United. When Sancho first came to United, just that joy of playing football was gone. Sancho was like, you could tell that he no longer enjoyed playing football. With Pulisic, we're seeing the opposite at AC Milan. It's like he's finally being able to enjoy playing football once again. And when you see something like that, man, you just have to be happy for the player.